It was a park in our neighborhood. Amongst the falling cherry blossoms, I met Nodoka Makamura. At that time, I didn't know why there were tears streaming down her face. However, while it may be indiscreet, at that time I thought that she was beautiful. Here.
What?
If you'd like, please use it. Well then, I didn't even know this girl's name, but I handed her a pack of tissues and I left the scene. When I look back now, perhaps this was the beginning of our 2 ships in the night. The next day at lunch break. Interesting, so your dad is getting remarried? Guess so. How'd you feel about it? Nothing yet. I've never met her before. I don't even know her name. So it doesn't feel real. This guy's name was Katsuya, and he's a friend that I met in high school. We got along well and we spend time together like this all the time. And we've been in the same class for 2 years now. Hey Katsuya, have you ever seen a girl crying and fallen for her? What the heck is that? Nah, actually, never mind. I was just asking. Just as I was having this conversation with Katsuya.
Excuse me. Oh, there you are.
What? Isn't that the girl from yesterday? Is she a lot more happy than I thought she was? What is it? You know that girl?
Thank you very much for yesterday.
Oh, no problem.
Here, there's some treats. Please have them if you'd like.
Thanks. All I gave her was a pack of tissues. What a polite girl.
My name is Nodoka Makimura. I'm a freshman. May I ask your name?
It's Issei Motozuka.
Motozuka? What? Did you say Issei Motozuka?
What's the matter?
No, nothing at all. Well then, Issei, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you too. Nakamura came in like a hurricane and disappeared like a hurricane. Issei, that girl just now. That was Nodoka Makamura, wasn't it? Well, something happened yesterday and... Something happened, huh? Interesting. What's with that face? The freshman, Nodoka Makamura. Even though she just entered this high school, people are calling her the #1 idol of the academy. Oh, really? What do you mean, oh, really? You seriously have no interest in girls, do you? I don't care much for rumors, and I don't believe things like that in the first place anyway. Well, along with that rumor, there's apparently another rumor that she's gotten around with guys quite a lot since middle school. Gotten around? Well, rumors are rumors. Whether you believe them or not is up to you, I guess. Is that like an urban legend? How stupid. The day after I heard about those rumors, a little incident occurred.
Oh, Issei Motozuka.
Makamura? Are you waiting for someone?
Yes, I was just waiting for you.
Waiting for me? But why?
We're going the same way to get home, right? Let's walk together halfway.
Wait, hey! To my disbelief, this Nodoka Makamura, who's known as the #1 idol of the academy, was taking me with her. Not only that, but suddenly I ended up walking home with her. So, what's this all about?
I just thought I wanted to walk home with you, Issei. That's all.
Listen, that day at the park...
Oh, look! There's a crepe shop there. Do you mind if we stop there?
You're not listening.
Excuse me. I'd like to have 1 tiramisu crepe, please.
Sheesh, what on earth is her intention? All I did was hand her a pack of tissues, and the #1 idol of the academy was onto me. I wanted to believe that she wasn't a girl that gets around like the rumors said, but...
Thanks for waiting.
Hey, listen, Makamura.
Would you like to have a bite?
No thanks. More importantly, you need to listen to me.
What is it?
Why are you suddenly getting involved with me? All I did was hand you a pack of tissues the day before yesterday.
Well, that's not all, you know, but...
What do you mean by that's not all?
Issei, can you hold this crepe for just a moment? Also, can you lend me your ear?
What is it? Seems like she wanted to tell me something in secret, so I got my ear close to her when... What? Hey, did you just... On my cheek, a soft touch and a subtle warmth was left behind. For a moment, I couldn't understand what was happening, but it seems like I had been kissed by Nodoka Makamura on the cheek. Wait, hey, you...
There was some cream on your cheek, so I couldn't help myself.
What do you mean? And first of all, I didn't have any crepe anyway.
Oh, really? Is that so? Well, I don't think we need to mind the details. Well then, I'll give you the rest of that crepe. I'll be going now.
Hey, wait a minute, Makamura! Makamura once again disappeared like a hurricane from the scene. What is with that girl? So, maybe Makamura really does get around like the rumors say. Maybe I was just being messed around by the #1 idol of the academy. A brat? A princess? But that doesn't sound too accurate either. But even still, to give a kiss so easily to a guy that she just met like that. However, the next day, Issei, Nakamura's here again for you. What? Did something happen? Today she looks a lot more calm than yesterday. Nakamura does? What is it, Nakamura? About yesterday,
I'm very sorry about yesterday. Afterwards, I thought about it and I regretted it.
What?
I was able to walk home with you and I got a little too excited and…
Nakamura, why don't we calm down a sec? This is a sophomore's classroom, so everyone is staring too.
What?
All my classmates were looking over curiously, wondering what happened between me and the #1 idol of the academy. As someone who doesn't like attention, I felt extremely uncomfortable. Even after that one incident, Nakamura would come to my classroom during lunch breaks, or so she would be waiting for me after school. She didn't try to kiss me like the first day, but she was weirdly trying to get closer to me every day. Katsuya was saying that maybe Nakamura had a crush on me or something. To be honest, I was slowly starting to feel like that might be the case too. Then one day after school, what's the matter? You seem kinda down today?
No, not at all.
You're too easy to read. Something happened, didn't it? If you don't mind that it's me, why don't you try talking about it?
You're the only one, Issei, that talks to me like this.
What?
I'm actually not that good with people and my relationships with people, and you're the only one that worries about me like that. It makes me happy.
I'm not doing anything, but you're concerned about your relationships with other people?
Yes, just a little bit.
Well then, what kind of concern is it?
It's mainly a concern about my relationship with you, Issei.
Me? What do you mean your relationship with me?
I'm concerned because I like you too much.
Hey, are you planning on messing with me again? She's serious. But what is there about me that would make a girl fall for me like this? If anything, I was making an effort to keep a distance from Nakamura instead.
I like you, Issei. Ever since the first time I met you, I've always loved you.
I see. But I'm sorry, it's not that I don't like you, Nakamura.
I understand.
For now, let's keep our relationship as freshman and sophomore. See ya, Nakamura. I rejected Nakamura. But then, why is it that I felt a sharp pain searing in my chest?
Issei, please wait a minute.
What is it? I suddenly saw Nakamura's face jump into my line of vision, and before I knew it, her lips were touching mine. This would be the second time she was kissing me. The first time was my cheek, the second time my lips. I just rejected her, so why? My mind was a mess with confusion. Why?
I'm sorry, I was upset, and so this was my last act of resistance.
What do you mean upset and act of resistance?
Why did I have to fall for you, Issei? I truly hate this world so much.
What does she mean? She hates this world. What was she angry about? And resistance against who? Until the very end, I couldn't understand what on earth was going through Nakamura's head. However, instead of feeling relieved, I felt more like I had lost something. Something important. To be honest, my mind is full thinking about Nakamura. But I need to switch gears right now for my dad. No, I'm not against it. More importantly, don't you think it's time you can tell me her name or anything about her? Well, that is a surprise when you meet her. Oh, there she is. When I saw the mother and daughter that were heading in our direction, I was severely shocked. Nakamura? I thought this must be some kind of mistake. It was just a coincidence, but then she was at the same restaurant with her mother. That's what I wanted to believe, but… Oh, that's right, you go to the same high school as her daughter. So did you know her already? Well then, allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Tomoka Nakamura and her daughter, Miss Nagota.
I'm Tomoko Makimura. Nice to meet you, Issei. I'm Nodoka Makimura. Looks like I'm going to become your little stepsister. This is a little embarrassing, isn't it?
As she said that, Nakamura forced a smile on her face. But more than an embarrassed face, it looked more like sadness to me. After that, the introductory meeting went smoothly. After less than an hour, while my dad and Miss Tomoko were catching up, Nakamura and I were left alone. You knew about this, didn't you? That I was the son of Miss Tomoko's new husband.
Yes, The day after I met you, when I heard your last name, I knew. Morozuka is a rare name after all.
Even though you knew, then why did you,
About the kiss?
That's right. Why did you kiss a guy that was about to become your older brother? That's way too awkward for both of us, isn't it?
I'm sorry, my feelings towards you are real, Issei. I mean, well, they were real. That's why, before I became your little sister, I wanted to tell you how I felt.
Your feelings were very clear to me, Makamura. But sorry, there are too many things I don't understand. Why did you like me when all I did was give you a pack of tissues?
That's because you were nice to me, and it made my heart flutter.
But you're the one that said that's not all.
We're going to become siblings now, so let's stop talking about this. It looks like your father and my mom are waiting for us, so why don't we go back?
But you're the one that said that's not all. I felt like there was something off about her smile. But we returned to our parents. Not too long after that meeting, the Makamuras moved into our house.
Well then, we look forward to living with you. Issei? Well, you're my brother now. I look forward to living with you.
Me too. Welcome. I wonder if it's better if I call Makamura Nodoka now? Hey, listen, Nodoka. About us becoming siblings now.
I know. You want to keep it a secret at school, right?
Yeah, if we can keep it that way, that would be good. We both decided to keep it a secret that we became siblings due to our parents getting married to each other. And just like that, the person who told me they loved me and kissed me became my stepsister. In the beginning, I didn't know what was gonna happen, and I was nervous and uncomfortable. But Nodoka maintained a safe distance from me at school. By the time 1 month had passed of living together, the discomfort from the beginning had settled down, and our conversations increased as well. You could say that our relationship became like an extension of friendship. And then, around the time just before summer break, both my father and Miss Tomoka had gotten busy at work, and Nodoka and I were spending more time alone together at home. I'm gonna go to the convenience store real quick.
Oh, wait up, I'll go too. Are you getting used to us being siblings?
Where is this coming from?
Just wanted to ask.
Honestly, it still hasn't hit me much that we're siblings now.
Does that mean that it's because you still think of me as a girl and not a sister?
Maybe.
Especially since we've already kissed.
Both of those are your doing, though.
But you didn't go against them either, did you?
That's because it all happened so fast that I didn't have time to react.
Look how red you are. How cute.
And well, when we're left alone, she sometimes teases me like this. However, after spending 2 months living together, there was a lot more that I could see. Nodoka spent most of her weekends and days off at home. She doesn't go out to hang out with friends. Instead, she's usually at home reading magazines or watching TV. And just more indoors than I expected. I'm pretty similar to that, so it didn't bother me much, but I wonder if Nodoka has any friends.
Issei!
Whoa, don't pull me suddenly like that!
Oh, come on, let's hurry up and go.
Well, maybe I'm just thinking too hard about it. Her mood has aggressive ups and downs, and I would know if anything was bothering her. The following week... Hey, how's it going with Makamura? Huh? Why are you asking me that all of a sudden? Well, I just heard a rumor about Makamura that wasn't too great. Is it another urban legend? About that, this time it's a lot worse. What do you mean by worse? Amongst the freshmen, regardless of guys or girls, apparently everybody knows about it. Rumor has it that Makamura moved into a guy's house and is living a wild lifestyle. Seriously, what's wrong with people? Who the hell is spreading such rumors? To be honest, I was furious. If somebody who didn't know that our parents got remarried was going around spreading rumors like that. Before I knew it, I was already storming towards the freshman floor. That's what I heard, so apparently that Makamura is pretty crazy.
But I kinda get it with that girl. Apparently, there's a rumor that she's been getting around since middle school.
What a shame! She's cute, but it's kinda shocking, isn't it? Hey, you two over there, do you have a minute? I'm a sophomore, Issei Morozuka. That rumor just now, who started it? I heard it from one of me friends.
I also heard the rumor from the other girls.
In that case, it's all made up. Why would you know that? You're not even in our grade. I'm her stepbrother. If there's a rumor that she's living at a guy's place, then they must be talking about me. Especially she spends her weekends and any free time at home anyway. What? Is that true?
So it was just made up? That's boring.
But you two are also responsible for spreading that made-up rumor, aren't you? Regardless of whether you believe it or not, because of people like you who are spreading those rumors, you've hurt my little sister. If you feel even a little bit responsible about it, you'll help me, won't you? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In turn, I told the two of them to spread this rumor around. That because of that false rumor that somebody spread, a sophomore's little sister was hurt. And that sophomore brother was pretty pissed off about it. And that he plans on finding the person who started this rumor and make them pay for it. And that the teachers at the school know about this already, and that there would be some kind of punishment. Within 3 days of that, apparently the bad rumors about Nodoka stopped, but apparently it was a junior that started those rumors about her. Not only that, but I heard he was mad that Nakamura rejected him, and that's why he did it. And this time that rumor is going around between the juniors, and that guy is being shunned by everybody, is what I heard. How pathetic. More importantly, am I bad for keeping my situation with Nakamura a secret from you? Nah, I think I would have same. It'll be a pain for weird rumors to spread about it. But it's pretty amazing that you used those rumors to get back at them for it. But I was also spreading a false rumor, so that's not worth a compliment. First, I wasn't pissed off, and the teachers don't know about this either. That's a lie that you weren't pissed off, isn't it? From the moment you announced yourself as the older brother to stand up for your little sister, that must have meant that you wanted to protect Nakamura. So what'd you want to do? Do you want to tell me the name of that junior? Please. After that, I went straight to that junior's classroom alone, and I said it directly to that guy's face. I asked him how he plans on taking responsibility for hurting my precious little sister. Perhaps because he had already been shunned by the entire grade, he was completely terrified. Well, I still planned on making him take responsibility for this, but it was seriously pathetic. And then, that night…
Issei, do you have a minute?
What is it?
About those rumors about me.
Rumors about you? What are you talking about?
You can't play dumb about it. I know that you did all kinds of things for me, didn't you?
Well, I guess you could say I couldn't stand by and watch my family get hurt like that, so…
You're the one that said you wanted to keep our sibling relationship a secret, so why?
There was no need to keep it a secret anymore. I've started to think of you as my real sister, and…
I don't want that!
Nodoka?
Don't treat me like a little sister!
Nodoka suddenly jumped into my arms and she burst into tears. I had no clue what to do and I just stood there confused. After a while, she finally calmed down. As Nodoka said to me, "Thank you for protecting me." And then the two of us sat down to have a proper conversation, but…
Do you remember the first day that we met?
Well, yeah, at the park, and you were crying.
I was crying that day because there were rumors going around at school that I was getting around with guys, and so I didn't want to go to school. But then, without asking anything, you were the one that handed me a pack of tissues. I truly was so happy that you were so kind to me.
So that's what those tears were about.
Why were you at that park that day, Issei? It's the other direction from school, isn't it?
Well, I guess I just felt like it. And it also has to do with the reason why I rejected you. Many years ago, there was a girl that I met there, and we promised that we would see each other again.
And that girl, what was her name?
From what I remember, I called her Nona. I think it was around the time I was in the 4th grade. This is embarrassing to admit, but to me, she was my first crush, and even to this day, I like that girl. The reason why I rejected you was also because I still had that in my mind somewhere, and that's why I still go to that park sometimes. Now that I think about it, that girl was also crying at the park, like you. Hey, you, what's the matter?
My daddy won't come home anymore, and Mommy said they got a divorce.
Oh, really? Well, my house is the same. But in my case, my mom isn't gonna come home.
What? The same?
After that, we started meeting each other at the park, and here, I'll give you this crepe.
Wow, thanks. What flavor is it?
It's tiramisu.
A thank you kiss.
That tickles.
Hey, Issei, will you come here again tomorrow?
Yeah, of course I will.
Okay, well, then see you tomorrow.
But then, that was the last time I saw her because she stopped coming, and then… Wait, what? The tiramisu crepe. The cheek! Wait a minute!
That girl, because of her mom's work, she had to suddenly move out of town and she couldn't even say bye. And then in middle school, she came back to this town.
Does that mean that Nona from back then is?
It's me, Issei. You finally remembered. When I saw you that day at the park, I thought you looked just like the boy who bought me the crepe. At first, I thought it was my misunderstanding, and then I thought you forgot about me, but I knew it. I knew it was you, Issei.
The first day that Nodoka went home with me from school, apparently she was testing to see if I would remember. When she saw that I didn't remember, she said that she thought I forgot about her and that's why she was upset. On top of that, she realized I was the son of the person her mom was about to marry, the person she couldn't forget, whom she'd always liked, but because they would become family, they can't date. With all of that clouding her mind, that's why she said that she hates this world. I finally understood that this was the reason. Why her mood had such intense highs and lows, but it was such a precious memory. I'm sorry I wasn't able to remember that day, but even if our parents got married to each other, I've heard that there's no problem for step-siblings to date.
What? So, does that mean…
I was always waiting for Nona. No, for you, Nodoka. And then Nodoka and I shared our third kiss. Everyone found out that we'd become step-siblings, but now there was a new secret between the two of us.